Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Excited to go live and chat with you guys on today. It's been a lot of chatter, y'all. It's a lot happening over the weekend, but I hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope it was productive. Hopefully, you got some rest. Hi, Square Biz. Hi, Sin. Hi, Evie Star. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sean. You said you have a question for me in my other live. I'll have to go check it out. I have to go check it out. I'm trying to, I try to like to, I genuinely try to like to respond to comments that comment on my videos. I don't always get to do it every single live. So I will say if I don't get a chance to respond to you personally, it's not personal. I just haven't been able to get around to it. Or I just, don't have time. But it's definitely not personal. Oh, Sharon. I actually I want to watch Tia's reality show, but I would love to recap her. I have a lot of thoughts. So yeah, I definitely want to watch it though. I don't want to give an opinion blindly. I used to love Tia and Tamara. I love Tamara still. Tia works my nerves. And Tia, if you're listening, I think you're lovely. And I've been following your career since you were a kid. But Tia and I are around the same age. And I find some of her behavior to be problematic. And I'm sure she's doing the best she knows how. But I do feel like her personality has a tendency to be very off-putting. And I don't always understand her angle. I think there is a bit of Tia that craves the spotlight and acceptance from people. And this may be the first time that she's actually figuring out who she is as a person. I will just say that based off of what I've observed and seen, I find her to be a little irritating and annoying. And this is, I don't know her personally, so I'm not attacking her character or anything. I'm just saying on the outside looking in, girl, where are your friends that can tell you to sit down somewhere? Because if she did another TikTok going through that divorce, I was going to throw her phone out the window for her. It's only so much TikToking you can do. And again, I think she's just trying to distract herself from going through the pain, and they were tearing her tail up publicly. But sometimes I think it's best to keep some things private. Much like somebody else we know going through public scrutiny right now and wanting to crawl over YouTube and social media because people are tearing that tail up. Some things are not meant to be brought to the public. And when you bring it to the public, no matter how fair it is or isn't, you got to be prepared for backlash and comments. And I don't think a lot of times people are prepared. It sucks, y'all. Trust me. Season 1 was hard as heck. But I had to own that I made a decision that I was okay with talking about my divorce publicly. And I didn't know anything about social media. I didn't know anything about reality TV, and I didn't know all the stuff that came with it. If I had known everything that came with it, I would have kept my behind off reality TV. Or if I had done it, I wouldn't have discussed my divorce if I didn't want the feedback. You know what I mean? Because you don't get no control in reality TV. Now, hey, Sweet Essence. Hey, Snatched by Diego. Hi, Lisa. Now, what I do know, and if I said hi already, I just want to make sure I cover all my bases. I think who was I watching earlier? I popped in there live for a minute. They were talking about some cat reality TV cast talking about she's going to sue content creators. For what? Did y'all hear that? This is a threat of content creators being sued. I just want to state that all opinions on my channel are alleged, and it's my commentary. I'm utilizing my Fifth Amendment, my what is it? My First Amendment rights, free speech. They're alleged, but even still, child, I need to be a PR consultant for reality TV stars. You said yes, I did. Okay. Well, Saints, let's get to the matter at hand, because I had an opportunity to read. It really don't even matter, but I read P. Diddy's mama coming out here trying to defend her son, saying that he's not a monster. She doesn't like how people are attacking him. Innocent until proven guilty, blah, blah, blah. Ma'am, nobody wants your PR statement. And if his team asked his mama to put that statement out, shame on them. Keep your mama out of this, please. Because the reality is, were you there when he was slapping Cassie up against the wall? And that's not something that we are assuming. That is not something we are alleging. That is something that we all saw video proof of. Much like somebody else's mama trying to defend him on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, I've had about enough of people mamas trying to defend this foolishness. And I have dealt with foolishness from moms trying to defend these wackadoodles that they raised. It is not the world's fault that we have found out that your sons are cracked eggs. You decide to procreate and bring this cracked egg into the world, and then you decided to parent this cracked egg. And that cracked egg turned out to be a wackadoodle that is out here ruining and wrecking lives. All of a sudden now everybody should feel bad because we know your son is a wackadoodle. That's not our problem. Nobody asked him to do that to that girl in that hotel. It blows me, the audacity that people have. Thank you, Jay Way. The audacity that people have to defend these jokers. Y'all, and let me tell you, people must say, Winter, you're being harsh. I'm a mother. I have 2 sons. God knows I love my sons. But what we've never been is enablers. And we hold our boys accountable. When our boys get in trouble, we're not trying to defend them when they're in trouble. You do something that has a consequence, then you suffer the consequence. It is what it is. Period. I'm not defending my son when he's guilty as charged. And granted, maybe he hasn't went through a court case, but seeing that video of what he did to Cassie was enough for you to keep your mouth shut, ma'am. With all due respect. But it blows me when these mamas want to defend bad behavior. We're not the crazy ones. And then now I got questions that need answers. What type of parenting were you doing? And it says a lot that a lot of these mothers would be willing to defend this bad behavior, because it tells me all I need to know about why these men and women that are wackadoodles are the way they are. Because a lot of times these overdoting, helicopter controlling parents raise just as many wackadoodles as abusive parents, unfortunately. But now everybody else, we wrong, we judging, he's innocent until proven guilty. What? I don't need no PR statement for you to explain to me how your son ain't no monster when he was a monster in that video. I don't have cataracts. My vision is fine. I have 20/20 vision with my contacts. I saw what I saw, ma'am. Get his mama off the internet. Get his mama off the press releases. We don't want no explanation for your son and his monstrous behavior. You said, did you see him and his mother kissing in the mouth? Who kissed in the mouth? Absolutely. And Snatched by Diego, that's what get on my nerves. Instead of actually holding these wackadoodles accountable, you over here defending them. Much like somebody else I know defending a significant other. Get your behind off this internet and quit defending these people. Sometimes, no, not even sometimes, all the time. Wrong is just wrong. I'm not defending my sons if they wrong. And God forbid I see a video of your wrongdoing. If my son is wrong, if I find out my son done did something illegal, I'm driving his behind right up to the jail. He did it, officer. No, I'm not covering for you. No, I'm not hiding nothing for you. No, I'm not burying no bodies. He did it. No, I'm not putting no money on your book either because nobody asked you to go to jail. Too many excuses are made, and you wonder why people don't change. And this has nothing to do about unconditional love. You can still love your son. You can still love your kids and hold them accountable. My mama will tell you quick. You said, oh, well, L. Summers. You said here in Cali, parents have been turning their kids in for looting, as they should. As they should. I'm going to tell y'all a true story. When was this, last year? I think last year, my son went to Dick's with one of his little friends. And his little friend convinced him to take something. Well, my son felt bad, turned around and put it back, but he still got caught on camera. So, of course, the security guard called the local police. They came up there, saw him on a camera, but they know who we are. Baby, you can't have no NFL daddy doing some dumb stuff like that and think we're not going to know. So the sheriff called us and said, Mr. and Mrs. Harris, we saw your son on the TV, even though he did give it back. I just want to make you aware. I'd have sit there and say, no, it can't be my son. Ain't no way. My son don't take stuff. He don't steal. Baby, by the time me and his daddy got done ringing him out, he'll never steal he'll never take another thing that don't belong to him and that he didn't pay for. Promise you that. And we told the officer, if you ever have another problem, you feel free to give us write a call. We'll handle it. People say, oh, he's just a kid. Okay, he's just a kid. But he's a kid that's going to be a young man one day. And whether you think it's funny or not, baby, I'm not coming to jail. I'm not coming to bail you out of jail if you do something that's criminal. You're going to sit there. By the time his daddy got done wringing his neck, I promise you he'll never do it again. I don't play them games. Not raising no monster. And a lot of times these people grow up to be monsters because they haven't been held accountable. So I'm sorry, Mrs. Diddy, we don't want to hear it. Mama Diddy, we don't care. We don't care. You said same thing I do with my niece and nephews when they stole something from the store. Yep, take it back. Take it back. Nope, I'm not taking it for you. Nope, you're not going to slip it in and just, nope, you take your behind right back up there. You apologize for taking it because a lot of times people ain't been shamed enough as a kid. See, the risk of being shamed by my parents kept me out of a lot of trouble. Now, sometimes I was willing to risk it all, but like my parents said, baby, I'm going to act up where you act up. I'm going to act up where you act up. You act up at school, then I'm going to come act up at school. I kid you not. I acted up in the 4th grade. The principal called my mama and my dad. My dad said, hold the line. I'll be right up there. My dad drove to the school on his lunch break and tore my behind up and sent me back to class. Baby, he never had to come to the school again. First and last time you ever had to come to the school on me. You're not about to shame me. I never been, my friends talked about me for years after that. You remember when your daddy came and gave you a spanking at the school? Shoot. I'm telling you now, that happened to my son my oldest son, I can't remember, he was in 6th grade maybe. Baby, I don't know who raised your little friends, but you got old school parents. Don't play with it. You're going to get real embarrassed. And I sure hate that for you. All of these coddling parents, when these kids start acting a fool on you, when they get older, I don't want to hear it. You raised them. I have no sympathy. My kids are telling my daughter now. Well, we was talking the other day. She slipped up and said a cuss word. She put her hand over her mouth so quick. She was like, Mom, I'm so sorry. Better bring back some reverence. bring back reverence and respect in parenting. It's important. I do not have time to, y'all raising this mess. And I just don't agree with it. I really don't. So I really don't want to hear it. Furthermore, I had Mr. Holt in my thumbnail. And y'all, I had an opportunity to go back and watch his live with Tasha K, who some content creator was watching it. I can't remember who, but anyway, we were watching it. Y'all, I've never been more disgusted. Have we discussed the possibility of him potentially being a narcissist? He's full of himself. And the way in which he laughs at himself and talks about himself is really disturbing, actually. Really disturbing. I've never watched that interview with Tasha K. And I say, yo, this joker here is a piece of work. And I'm not trying to get off in nobody's business, but y'all know stuff like that is triggering for me. After divorcing a full-blown narcissist the second time around and knowing how crazy they crazy selves can be, and his mama was another one. She enabled him. His mama wasn't able. Most narcissists have dysfunctional relationships with their mothers. Most. Get a clue? That's what's wrong with our society. We need to bring discipline back. But I was disgusted. But to me, that's not even the thing that stood out the most. Excuse me. It was just the way he was cackling and carrying on. Like, I'm like, you do understand that's very narcissistic. He couldn't have talked to no publicist before doing that interview. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way he could have talked to a publicist before doing that interview. That was horrible. My thing is, At some point, you got to look at yourself. But see, narcissists are incapable. Narcissists are incapable of looking inward. It's everybody else's problem and fault but theirs. And because a lot of them have these enabling mamas, they definitely can't see what's happening because they're the sunshine in their mama's life. It's trifling. And then you want to feel bad because everybody pointing out how awful their behavior is. Well, if you're part of the mom's enabler organization, just say so. Just lead with that. Just say, you know what, I like to enable my kids. I don't ever see nothing that they do wrong. I think my kids are amazing, but they're not perfect, and I'm not going to sit here and act like they don't make mistakes. Unique, this is why I don't play with narcissists. I'm telling y'all, my second husband was a narcissist, y'all. He was a full-blown, my therapist literally said, Winter, me and my counseling lead cannot figure out which one he is, but he's definitely a textbook narcissist, and he's either a sociopath or a psychopath. Period. You gotta chop them when they said, listen, as soon as they get smart and slick at the mouth. My sons are 6'3" and 6 foot. Bet you won't neither one of them try me and my little 5'1" and 3/4 self. My sons know I don't play that. Get somebody else to do it. You can disrespect somebody else, but no. And when, trust me, they'll try you if you let them. Now they daddy don't play that either. So he's very good at making sure that my sons are respectful as well. Get hemmed up. Quit playing. But I'm telling you, these narcissists, I don't play. Because I do agree, Unique. A lot of times the end goal is 6 feet under. Oh, I don't listen. You said my friend was I say teach your kids how to handle rejection. You said my friend was buried at 48 because she spoke out publicly about her abuse. We thought it was only verbal and emotional. When I saw the physical abuse, I was shocked. He said he would destroy her. Oh, I hate to hear stuff like that. When someone takes time to correct you, that means they care about you. Absolutely. I don't understand it. I don't want to be before y'all long. I just had to address Miss Mama Diddy coming out with her public service announcement. And I'm like, have a seat, ma'am. Have a seat. You see, y'all give it, I appreciate y'all. Listen, Y'all been showing up and showing out. This is a quick video. Like I said, I'm not going to be before you long. I'm actually getting ready to end the video so we can get into other things later. I just had some peace and quiet. And I was like, let me go ahead and make this video. For those that have not registered for your entrepreneur training, not training, but entrepreneur session with me, make sure that you guys go to my stand store, book your session so we can get started on creating the book you've always been dreaming about or creating that business that you've been dreaming about. Go to the stand store, book your session. I'm taking on clients for the month of October. If you're a lady that's looking to work through some personal things in your life, make sure you sign up to work with me for 30 days or 12 weeks. I have 2 different packages that I offer. Would love to work with you. I do work with both men and women. If you are looking to level up in your business or write a book. So for that, I do open up to men. So if you are a man looking to write your book and you'd like to work with me, you're able to book a session. But when it comes to personal development, strictly for women, and I do offer 30 days and 12 weeks. A couple of you did reach out, and I'm so excited for those of you that have made the leap to move forward with your personal development. All that to say, I love you guys, and I do hope to see you again soon. Make sure you like and subscribe if you have not subscribed. We have a good time over here. We talk all things faith, lifestyle, and entertainment. More so reality TV education. We always try to learn a lot. And she's saying he's not a bad person. Mama Diddy can shove it. We don't want to hear 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 it at all. We don't want to hear it. We're over it. Also, if you have not purchased and pre-ordered your Read the Room shirt, make sure you go get that. The link is on my community page, or you can just go to the link in my stand store. Get your Read the Room gear. If you don't know what that is, there's a live where I talked about reading the room. But I appreciate you guys' love and support. Thank you for everyone that is an Icy Insider channel member. Thank you to everyone that has ever bought a super sticker, that has sent money to my Cash App to support the channel. You guys are amazing. And I do want to acknowledge you. You guys know that I don't ever ask you to buy super stickers or all that. You guys have asked me to put my Cash App. And for those that have asked and still, y'all are amazing. But I don't take your guys' presence for granted. I consider it a privilege that you guys would come and join me and hang out with me over here. And allow me the opportunity to actually do something that I have come to really love and enjoy. All that to say, love you guys. Have a great evening, and we'll be back soon. Bye.